Imagine a country where most of the land is covered by one of the driest deserts on Earth, yet beneath those burning sands lies an enormous hidden supply of ancient water.
For centuries, people believed this desert offered almost nothing. Then scientists discovered a vast underground reservoir of fresh water hidden deep below the sands.
But this water was not created by the desert. Thousands of years ago, the Sahara was green. Rain fell across this land, and some of that ancient water slowly. But this water was not created by the desert. Thousands of years ago, the Sahara was green. Rain fell across this land, and some of that ancient water slowly.
The problem was that most of Libya's population lived along the coast, where fresh water supplies were limited.
In the 1950s, exploration teams searching the desert for oil made an unexpected discovery. Deep beneath the sand was something far.
The aquifer stretches beneath 4 countries, holding an enormous reserve of ancient freshwater.
This ancient water had survived for thousands of years, sealed deep beneath the Sahara. The Sahara was once green and wet. Ancient rainfall slowly filled underground rocks before the climate turned this land into desert. Ancient rock paintings confirm it. People once lived beside rivers, lakes, and thriving wildlife here. As the climate changed, the rivers disappeared. But their ancient water remained buried beneath the sand. For modern Libya, finding reliable freshwater was becoming a national challenge.
Libya's leaders saw a bold solution: bring the ancient water north through a massive underground pipeline. Construction began in the 1980s, with hundreds of wells drilled deep into the desert to reach the ancient water. The engineers built enormous reinforced pipes, some nearly 4 meters wide, and buried them beneath the desert.
Thousands of workers faced brutal desert conditions to build this enormous underground water network.
Once installed, the pipes were buried beneath the sand, protecting the water on its journey north. Deep underground, powerful pumps finally brought the ancient water to the surface.
Soon, green fields began appearing across the Sahara, turning ancient groundwater into food and farmland. The system eventually began supplying cities, farms, and millions of people with much-needed fresh water. From above, the transformation was striking. Perfect green circles surrounded by endless golden desert. These fields were created by carefully directing underground water onto land that once produced nothing.
Building the river required enormous pipes, massive factories, and thousands of workers across the desert. Deep beneath the Sahara, ancient groundwater was pumped from sandstone and sent north through the underground network. The water traveled hundreds of kilometers underground before reaching cities and farms.
The desert was no longer completely barren. Water was turning parts of it into productive farmland. Large reservoirs helped store the water and distribute it between cities and agricultural land.
But there was one serious problem. This ancient water is not naturally replaced today. Unlike a normal river, this underground reserve receives very little new water from today's desert rains. The project brought enormous benefits, but it also raised a difficult question. How long can this water last?
Years of conflict made maintaining this enormous water system increasingly difficult. Keeping the system running is essential because millions depend on this water every day.
Whatever its future, the project has already changed how millions of people live in Libya.
The great man-made river is both an engineering triumph and a warning about Earth's limited resources. Beneath the Sahara lies a hidden story. Ancient water brought back to the surface by human engineering. For decades, this system has carried life across one of Earth's driest landscapes.